All right, so this is also in person at a listing appointment. So the goal is to get the listing signed. Your objection is, this is great, but I'm just a little hung up on the fact that the other agent said that it would sell for more.
Gotcha. Well, I just want to know, what other agent were you working with who told you that? Have you worked with them before?
They're just another person we interviewed. I think they're from Keller Williams.
Okay. So one of the things that we always try to do is to be clear and honest and upfront and transparent. Now we're talking about listing price, not necessarily sales price. So the listing price is the start of the conversation. Most people don't really go into that with you, that what we want to do is we list it at one price so that we can drive up the price rather than having to drive it back down if we don't get the volume. That's one of the things that made us the #1 team in San Diego. When the other agent says that they think it could sell more, did they tell you about a marketing plan on how they could get that to happen?
I mean, yeah, they went through their marketing plan. They gave me a little higher number than you said. So I'm wondering if that would, if I'd make more if I went with them, if you don't think it could sell for that much.
Gotcha. Well, what I would imagine they were probably thinking is that they were going to list it at one amount and sell it at that amount. What we plan to do is use our marketing team, our strategy team, list it at one number, bring in more eyes on the prize. And you'd agree, more people that would see your home, the better price you'll probably get.
Yeah, I could see that.
So what we want to do is list it at that price, bring more people, use our marketing strategy, our social media, our outreach, our connections, and our negotiations, and bring more people in and rise the price up. So what I'm talking to you about is more of not the listing price, but the sales price. So you can see how that would be a better fit for you?
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay. So I would recommend go with us. We're the #1 team in San Diego. You work with us, and we get you where you get to go at the most money in your pocket at the end of the day. How's that sound?
Sounds fair enough.
All right.
Cool. This is in-person listing appointment, so the goal is to get the listing. And the objection is, yeah, this all sounds great, but I'm a little hung up on the other agent just said that my house would sell for a little more than you did.
Okay, I can totally appreciate that, Rachel. Now tell me a little more about that. What is it that you're looking to gain in order to list it at that higher price?
Yeah, well, they said, in their numbers that it was worth, they thought it could be more like 1.2, and you were saying more like 980 or not, maybe 1, and so it seems like they could sell it for more if that's what they think that it's worth.
Okay, so your understanding is that because they said they'll list it for more, that you're going to actually get more. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, totally appreciate that, and that's the understanding for a lot of people out there. In my experience, the home is worth what you're willing to take for it and what a buyer is willing and able to pay for it at the end of the day. When you list with me, my job is to make sure to get as much eyes on the property as possible in order to bring in the most traffic. And that in turn is going to make more offers. More offers mean more money in your pocket, right? So typically what we like to do is list it at market value in order to market it to the most people out there. Now you can market it at a higher price point and try to get that one little specific buyer to come through. And what happens is if you end up doing that and that one buyer doesn't come through, you end up doing price reductions. And when you end up doing price reductions, that's like blood in the water for sharks. And you wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
Okay. So do you understand by seeing how pricing it more accurately, more competitively will get you more offers for your home?
I could see that.
Okay. Now if you just want, then all we need to do is sign here and we get it going.
Okay, sounds fair enough.
Sounds good.
For this round, we went with Jarrod as a winner for this one. Steve, you did a great job. The reality is that some of your marketing pitches were really great about 3 months ago when the market, you still could get a lot of that overbidding, but with the market we're in now, Jarrod definitely hit on pricing at market value, and those other agents were much more unrealistic with what they were doing. So you really hit those points really well. You also got into the motivation, and also you used NLP with the, that was really good, when you work with me as your agent. So good stuff. Yeah.